When we left our candy seller in the last video, he had the hallway to himself. $1.50 per bar, no rivals, prices set however he liked. This topic has a name for that position, and we'll get into it later. Because next week, on Monday morning, a second student showed up with a backpack full of the same candy and a sign that said 125. This is topic 1.2 of AP Business with Personal Finance. 2 skills by the end. Explain how buyers and sellers interacting in a market establish a market price, and develop or evaluate a plan for a business to achieve competitive advantage. Practice questions for this topic are in the next video. Let's go. A market is any physical or virtual space where businesses, the sellers, interact with their customers, the buyers. Markets can be local, regional, or global. The hallway between third and fourth period is a physical market. The class group chat where the kids post today's inventory is a virtual one. A farmer's market, a shopping mall, and an e-commerce platform all meet the same definition, and the exam treats them identically. What happens inside a market is voluntary exchange, and we already computed one in topic 1.1. The student paid $1.50 for a bar he valued at $2, so he kept 50 cents of benefit, and the seller captured $1 over his cost. Voluntary exchange generates revenue for sellers and creates value for buyers who obtain products they need or want. Both sides walk away better off, and that's the reason the trade happens without anyone forcing it. Inside every market, 2 forces push against each other. Sellers seek to charge higher prices to gain profit. Buyers attempt to pay lower prices to achieve savings. In a competitive market, that interaction tends to establish a prevailing market price, the going price for a good or service that individual sellers can't hold themselves above. Watch it happen in the hallway. Monday, the new kid opens at $1.25 a candy bar, and buyers move to him because the bars are identical, and a cheaper identical bar is a better trade. On Tuesday, our seller matches at $1.25, and the new kid answers at $1. On Wednesday, our seller matches again, and there they sit. Neither kid can charge $1.50 anymore, because any buyer facing a higher price for an identical product simply walks 10 lockers down. The hallway now has a prevailing market price of $1, and no single seller said it. The pushing said it. One boundary worth knowing before anyone panics: supply and demand curves, equilibrium graphs. All of that belongs to AP Economics. And the exam creators for this course state directly that graphing supply and demand is beyond this exam's scope. This course needs the mechanism in words. Sellers push up, buyers push down. Competitive markets settle at a prevailing price. If a scenario shows a business raising its price above the going rate and losing sales to rivals, that's the concept being tested. Both kids are now selling at $1 with thinner margins, so each needs an edge, and this course defines the edge precisely. Competitive advantage is the ability to outperform rivals, other businesses in the same market, leading to increased market share and potentially increased profits. Market share means the portion of a market's total sales that one business controls. Rival businesses are the ones competing for the same customers, and in our story, that's 2 backpacks in 1 hallway. How hard a business has to fight depends on how competitive its market is, and the exam creators named 3 factors: the number of rival businesses and product offerings, the degree to which products are differentiated, meaning built with distinguishing features, and the extent to which rivals can offer identical or similar products at a lower price. More rivals, less differentiation, and easy price undercutting all make a market more competitive. And the hallway just moved up on all 3. At one end sits markets for identical products, and agriculture is the standard example. One farm's eggs are interchangeable with another's, so buyers choose purely on price. Markets like these tend to be highly competitive, and businesses in them seek advantage by producing as efficiently as possible in order to charge the lowest price possible. The candy war is exactly this. Identical bars means the price is the whole contest, so the winner is whichever kid restocks cheaper. And the kid whose parents drives him to a warehouse store every weekend has a real cost advantage. Efficiency is the strategy when your product has an identical twin. You'll learn to compute those costs properly in Unit 3. At the other end sit markets with differentiated products, which means products with distinguishing features. And there the strategy changes. Demonstrate to customers how your product is superior to rival products. The exam creators list 5 routes: higher quality products, unique product features, better customer service, lower prices, more effective marketing. The 2 big cola companies have sold similar brown soda for a century on exactly these routes, and marketing gets an entire unit of this course in Unit 2. Now watch the escape from the hallway price war. Our seller adds something the new kid doesn't carry: cold drinks out of an insulated bag. There's no identical rival for a cold drink in that hallway, so he prices it with control again, the way he priced candy before on Monday. Differentiation is how a business exits a pure price contest, and on the exam, a scenario where a business adds distinguishing features to stop competing on price alone is describing this exact strategy. If the hallway supports 2 profitable sellers, a fair question is why there isn't a third by Friday? And the answer is barriers to entry, which are obstacles that make it difficult for new firms to compete. The exam creators list the big ones. For example, intellectual property rights, like the patent that legally protects a new medicine from copies, regulations that limit rivals, limited access to resource suppliers, high startup costs, which is why new airlines are rare, and low prices made possible by operating at a large scale, which is Mishue from topic 1.1. Tens of thousands of stores buying through one supply chain produce prices a corner shop can't match. In the hallway, the barriers are smaller, but real. A bulk box takes upfront cash, and cheap restocking takes a parent with a warehouse card. Businesses don't just benefit from barriers. They work to create and strengthen them, because every barrier held is competition avoided. Push barriers to the limit and you reach the end of the spectrum, a monopoly. A market without competition, in which only one business operates and produces a unique good or service. That was our candy seller before Monday morning. One seller, a unique product in that hallway, prices set freely at $1.50. A business holding that position may seek to protect it by maintaining barriers to entry, and the clearest real version is a utility. One company licensed by the government to supply electricity in a region, where the license itself is the barrier. The exam tests the distinction cleanly. Competitive advantage means outperforming rivals, and a monopoly means having no rivals at all. That's topic 1.2. Markets settle prices through buyers and sellers pushing against each other. Competitive advantage is the edge that wins the market share. Commodity markets reward efficiency, differentiated markets reward superiority, and barriers to entry decide who even gets to play. But everything in the story so far happened between the 2 kids. Neither of them controls the school itself. A new principal, a new rule about food sales, flu season, a change in what students can afford. Forces outside the market can rewrite the whole game overnight, and topic 1.3 gives you the framework for all 6 of them. It's called PESTEL, or PESTEL, and it's next. The 1.2 practice video is linked on the screen. See you next time.